Hello and welcome back to the Scratch lessons by Sydney Lunabotics. Last time in the introduction we got used to what Scratch looks like and learned to start and stop a simple program. This time we're going to be talking about loops. Loops are an incredibly important idea in computing and are quite useful, as you'll see. So last time we left off here. We made our cat move 10 steps and say hello world, like this. This time we're going to make our cat walk across the screen by using a loop. If we go to the control screen, there is a forever command that has a funny shape. It has the normal indentation at the top right here, but then it has this other indentation inside it and a gap in the C shape. So inside the C is where the loop happens. The code that you place there will be run repeatedly, over and over and over and over again. So let's have a look at how this works. To make the cat walk across the screen, we'll want to do it in little steps. So we'll keep this move 10 steps and drop it into the C shape, inside the forever command. That way, it'll run this move 10 steps over and over and over and over again, forever, until we tell it to stop. Let's get rid of hello world for now, because we won't be needing that, and connect this with when green flag is clicked. Okay, so what happens? Well, let's find out. Okay, so our cat seems to glide across the screen to the right side, and then get stuck at the wall. So there are a couple of problems with this. First, the gliding. That's not what walking looks like. Luckily, the designers of Scratch have thought of this, and so the cat, whose name is Sprite1, has a couple of different costumes it can put on. Let's go to the costume tabs, and you'll see that costume 1, costume 2 look a little bit different. It's still Sprite1, that's still the object's name, but it has two different costumes that it can put on. So this, if we switch between them, can make it look like the cat is walking, sort of. So let's add that in there. In the looks section, we can use the next costume command and just drop that underneath. So now inside this forever loop, what will happen is it will move 10 steps, it'll switch to the next costume, and then it'll start over again. It'll move 10 steps, switch to the next costume. Then it'll start over again. Move 10 steps, go to the next costume. So, let's try it out. That is a fast-moving cat. We can't really see what's going on. It's kind of blurry. So, there is a command that sounds a little useless when you tell people about it, but it's actually quite important. There's a wait command in the control section. So you drop that in there as well. Let's make it wait for 0.1 seconds. See how this goes. Okay, that works. I mean, it doesn't really look like walking, but that's as close as we can get. If we wanted to, we could make a whole bunch more costumes and make it really accurate. But that's not what this lesson is about. So we've gotten it to make a loop. So it will keep doing this, and what this is this time, it'll move 10 steps, swap the costume to make its appearance change, and then wait 0.1 seconds before doing it all over again. And so that's in essence what a loop does. There is still a problem though, as you can see. When this gets to the right hand side and hits the wall, it'll stop. But it only stops moving to the right. It actually keeps swapping costumes. So that means the script is still running, actually. We'll actually fix this problem in the next episode, but for now, let's do something to help you understand the idea of a loop better. It's also funny, so that helps. In Motion, there is a command called turn 15 degrees. You can change this number to 30 or 60 or 90, but let's do 15 just for fun. We'll move this here and drop that between the move 10 steps and the next costume commands. So what this will do now is, when I click the green flag, this block of code will run forever and ever and ever and ever. First it'll move 10 steps, turn 15 degrees, counterclockwise, it'll swap to the next costume, and then wait 1/10 of a second before starting over. So let's see what this looks like. Alright, cats don't usually walk in circles like this, but that's okay. So this will run forever and ever and ever and ever. So what did we learn in this lesson? Well, this lesson we learned what a loop is and how we can apply it to our code. Instead of telling the cat to move in individual commands, we can get it to run in a loop, to do it by itself repeatedly. Great, so in this lesson we learned what a loop is and how we can apply it in our code. Next time we'll have a look at conditional statements, the computer way of saying, if something happens, then do this. Stay tuned to www.sydneylunabotics.com. See you guys next time. Thanks for watching.